Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to introduce your company.
Yes, I'm Andrea Calistri. I'm the owner of Sapaf Atelier 1954. I am the designer of our collections.
Oh, great, interesting to know. And can you introduce a little bit your story?
Yes, we have a very long story because the company was founded by my father and mother in 1954, and so they started in a very, very small location. They were few people, very skilled, and they tried their own adventure with this company, Sapaf. The meaning of Sapaf is Società Artigiana Pelletterie Artistiche Fiorentine. That means artisan company for artistic leather goods from Florence. And why? Because they were very skilled in making decorated things like the ones that you can see here. The very beginning of the company was dedicated to the very Florentine way of making handbags with decoration on top of them. This decoration were made by a real gold leaf printed on top and hand-painted designs. Among all the designs that we had in that period, we chose this one that you see here as our icon. And this design was deposited and covered by exclusive rights all over the world. So when you see our new collections, every collection that we design, you will find some detail of this design on top, even on the new collection, on the updated ones. So, as you can see, this is my father picture. It's the only one picture existing of my father working in the factory, because at those times it was not so common to take pictures inside the factories. But luckily we had one, and this is the one while making exactly this bag. This is the number one handbag that we have made in Sapaf. And so nowadays we still produce it in a very limited number. Each one of these pieces is signed by myself and has a certificate with a number, bearing a number inside. So we can sell at a very limited number of ladies in the world.
Great. So, which is the way that you evolve the detail that represent Sapaf in the actual days?
In the actual days, I can show the very new collection that we are going to present for the Spring-Summer 21. And this is one piece coming from a capsule collection that we call Vice Versa. Vice Versa from Sapaf Atelier. Why Vice Versa? Because this bag can be used on both sides. You can, since it is very soft as you see, you can turn it on itself and you have a different bag, which is a solid color bag with the inside of the lining becomes flower printing. Or you decide that you want to use as a flower printing, so you turn it and you have the flower printing as I showed you. And look at the details of this bag. Apart from the softness, which is due to the kind of very precious leathers that we use, for the outside, the one you see here, we use lambskin printed with this inkjet system. And if you take a look, exactly this design is very large, exactly the same design that you have on the ancient bag. This is the characteristic of our collections,
Wonderful.
And one more detail is this very precious buckle, which is a very precious buckle made by artisans in Florence in real brass and silver plated with a very special galvanic on top that renders this shining color here. And This detail, again, is exactly the central part of the design of this ancient bag. This is something that makes our collection connected with our story, but even absolutely exclusive, because you cannot buy anything similar to this from any other factories in the world.
Wonderful. And which is the client that likes your bags?
Oh, she's a very refined lady. No age target. It's not a matter of age. It's a matter of those ladies who love to have something that nobody else has, because most part of our collections are under very limited number of production, and so what you have to love the details. You have to love to wear something that comes from Florence, from Italy. And this is why we put Made in Florence in our logo, because it is something that reminds you to this effect. And so the lady who loves to wear a bag like this has to be a very, very special kind of lady. Probably she usually buy from the very famous brand names. Probably she has all of those bags. But the day she loves to have something very special that she only has, that's the day that she chooses Sapaf bags. And
Brilliant.
Look, for example, this is under the Class collection from Sapaf. Again, you see the design, the flowers. We called all our spring-summer collections the Metropolitan Blossoms. We used all the flowers on our ancient design again and reinterpreted them under modern way, choosing very fashionable colors and even a very special kind of techniques, which is different, of course, from the 1954. It's something that it is related to the present times, but it again gives you the idea of the exclusivity of the collections.
I have another question.
Please.
What's changed in your company lately, in the latest period, in the latest 6 months?
Oh, a lot of things were changing in the company, because we export all of our products. 95% of our production is exported to the main countries in the world. So we have the problem nowadays to be very modern in the way to reach our customers. And so in the last 6 or 8 months, we changed a lot of things inside the factory. Nowadays you can connect with us with smart systems. You can stay with us whenever you prefer, and you can talk to all the components of our family by video conferences. Whenever you like, you can join our showroom in the factory, you can join our vintage room in the factory, and we can talk together to all of our customers there. And we even have a very new system that allows all of our customers just to fix their appointment with the components of our family, because I have 2 of my children with me working with us, the 3rd generation, and you can just connect with us and see our agendas and fix an appointment whenever you prefer with us. We give you the okay, and you speak directly to myself, to my son Leonardo, to my son Niccolo, and you can discuss with them whatever you need. I mean, if you are a boutique, you can just connect with the showroom, and you can choose in the showroom what you want. You can place your orders online. As well as if you are a private, because we even have our e-shop, you can purchase your own bag as a private, as a consumer with us. And but if you want to us to explain you the meaning of the product itself, we can explain to you, and then you decide if you want to buy or not online. This is something very new that is applied to a very ancient factory. We are nearly 70 years old experience, so we need to renew a lot.
Brilliant. I think really brilliant. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you, everybody.
And thank you all of the people that will buy your bags. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you, everybody.
Grazie.